Let you see how we hustle over here. Packs of cigarettes on deck, feel me? This is how we live. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a little 30 pack, feel me? Fuck with me.
A hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone and my charger. Don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlift. Back to another episode of KFROG TV, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see it first. Alright, so for the most part, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna be breaking it down with y'all about the main hustles in prison. Now, everything in prison is a hustle, you know? So I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna let y'all know, you know, the main things, and I'm gonna let y'all know shit that isn't the main things. But like I said, everything is everything is a hustle. So one of the main hustles in there is tobacco. You know, it's always been like that ever since they took it off. You know, they used to have that in prison before, but they don't have cigarettes in prison no more. So that's a main hustle. You know, you get you one cigarette, you feel me? It's called a lac. They go anywhere from $3 to $5, one whole cigarette. And then you actually get them with the filter already off. The filter's not on them, it's just the actual stick. And then you break that into 5 pieces and you sell them. $2 a piece, so you make 10. You know what I'm saying? You have $2 chubs, which is a little piece like this. And then you have a $1 hollow, which is even a smaller piece. You see? So you can either break it down into 5 big pieces or 10 little ones. That's the main. No matter what it is, that is something that is always needed and is going to always be there. I know about those. You feel me? That was one of the things I had, you know, when I was doing my thing in there too. You feel me? Everyone already knows, you know, there's drugs all in prison, you feel me? You know, you got Molly, you got ice, you got anything you think of, Xanax, Percocet, whatever it may be. It's a hustle though, you know, that is it, you know. And Tunchi, K2 has more bodies than half these inmates in prison. And what I mean by that is so many people done fell out and flopped out on that shit. That shit's deadly, you know, that Tunchi, because it's sprayed with all types of different stuff like that. Now, take it from me, being on Tunchi isn't something you want to be on. It ain't the route you want to take. You know, if you're gonna lay down and do time, come home with some money. Don't waste your time while you're in there. You feel me? Be on the other side. You know, instead of chasing the high, you know, chase the money. You know, just you know what I'm saying? So, but those are like the main things. It would be tobacco and it would be Tunchi. Everyone knows that. It's all over the world. Now, some of the other hustles that are, you feel me, that are in there, you know, is marijuana a little bit.
Straight up, nigga. Zombie land, nigga. That's where that shit come from, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Yeah, nigga, we out there, nigga. Y'all the only ones, man. Big loud pack, man. Fuck y'all got going on, man.
But it's called 6180. And the reason they call it 6180 is because if you get caught with it, or if you get a dirty urn, or whatever it may be, you get 60 days in the box, and they take 180 days gain time from you. So it'll push your date back 180 days. You know, unless you're at your max date. They could charge you, they could charge you, but if they don't, you know, if they took 180 days and you're at your max date, you ain't got to do 180 days. Now, 6180, a lot of people don't mess with that because they do come around for random drug tests. But it is there. And you know, it's got a bigger smell to it than K2. K2 is literally just a bunch of like incense shit, but they spray it with all different chemicals and shit. Mix it all up, different kinds, different colors. And it's deadly. Now, the way it goes with K2 for most part is they sell little sacks, you feel me? A sack will be $3 and you'll be able to roll a stick. $3, $5, depends on what compound you land at. Now, a street ounce is different than a prison ounce. You know, anyone who knows, you know, about ounces, on the streets, you know, an ounce is 28 grams. You're not getting 28 grams in prison if you buy a zip of Tunchi. You know what I'm saying? It isn't 28 grams. It may be 21, 20. It's totally different because it's a chain gang ounce. So when someone says, oh, well, I can get a zip for this or I got a zip for this, first thing everyone's asking is it a street ounce or a chain gang ounce? Because it weighs different. But you're going to make so much money off of it because just a little pinch of Tunchi, just a little skinny stick that's about the size of a toothpick is $3 to $5. So you're going to make so much money. You know, everyone's always giving you everything out their locker. They're always, you know, they'll give you their shoes off their feet. A brand new pair too at that. $60 pair of shoes. They'll get that shit to you for like 5 sacks. You know, shit like that. You know, it's just, that's another thing that is like a main hustle in prison. You know, is K2. You feel me? Now, the side effects that it does to people's crazy. You'll see, you know, in Florida Departments of Corrections, you were going to see people pass away because of that shit. You're going to see people go to confinement because of that shit. You may even see people catch ad time because of that shit. Or people stab people over that shit. Or people rob people for it. Or whatever. That's how serious that K2 is. Tunchi. Another hustle that, you know, is real well known in there. And I figured I'd speak on it. You know. Is chicken. See. Chicken Day's on Tuesdays. Every single person who gets high or does anything or wants to make money or just is tired of chicken, whatever it may be, even if they work in the kitchen or even if they don't get high, they just want to make money, they're going to try to sell that bird. They're literally, you got people smuggling it back to the dorm every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, people are smuggling it back. When I was at Calhoun, they had like roadblocks with officers. They had like, when you first come out of the chow hall, they make you walk and they tell you to pull your pant legs up. They want to see your ankles. People are stuffing them shits in their sock. You know what I mean? They put it in between the 2 pieces of bread and then in a little zip baggie and then, you know, like, and then they sneak it back to the dorm. But on Tuesdays at Calhoun, when you're walking back to the compound, they got officers right there. Let me see your pant legs. Let me see your pant legs. And they want to see it. They want, as you walk by them, they looking. They want to make sure there ain't none in your socks. And then when you bend the corner over there, there's other officers. Take your shirt out your pants. Take your shirt out your pants. You know, shit like that. And then you see big old piles of chicken on the ground near the officers from all the people they done knocked off trying to bring that shit back and hustle it. And at Charlotte, it was to the point to where the last 2 dorms won't even get chicken because people done stole it all and brought it back to the quad and sold it. $2 for a chicken sandwich. Sometimes $1.50, you know, or someone that just wants to get it off might say $1, you know, but you can get $2 for that piece of chicken in between them 2 pieces of bread. Now me, on the other hand, I barely even ate chow like that, but I always had chicken brought back to me. When you got things going on and you making money and you wheeling and dealing, you know it. Even if you ain't got it on you right now, if they know how you are, if you a playmaker, and they know you steady having that sack on you, or you steady having them, the tobacco or whatever it may be and all that, phones, whatever it is, your hustle is what you're doing, they'll bring that shit back on your face, just off what you tell them. Just tell them, hey bro, I got you, bro, bring that bird back. Next thing you know, you'll have 5, 6, 7 people bringing that bird back. And you're just sitting in the dorm on the phone, just hanging out. You know, talking to people and shit like that. And you got people coming and dropping their chicken on your bed. So now you in there, you got 6, 7 pieces of chicken without even going to the chow hall. I remember being in confinement. I was in confinement. And I had, you know, some tobacco while I was back there and shit. I had 3 lacs, which was 3 whole cigarettes. And it's double. When you're in confinement, whatever you have, it's double. It's not the same as on the pound. You know what I'm saying? So, I had people bringing me chicken from the chow hall back there into confinement. So, I was eating chicken on Tuesdays because you don't get chicken in confinement. You get like hot dogs or a patty or something like that. They buck you. You don't get chicken on chicken day. But the whole compound smells it when it's cooking. You know what I'm saying? So, everyone in the box hates Tuesdays because they don't get chicken. I literally had chicken brought back there to me. Every Tuesday, I was getting chicken brought back there to me. You know what I'm saying? And then since I had a jack, I could literally call one dorm and place my order. Like, hey, man, look, man, tell what's his name, brother, bro. And then, like, it's easy to wheel and deal. Call from one dorm to another. You feel me? Now, I done had it all in confinement though. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where like if you have, like say you have batteries back there, you know, and someone needs a light. They need a light. They want you to send a wick over there. You make a wick, you know, with your fishing pole, and you send them a light over there. You can charge them a cigarette or a stick just for a light. You see what I'm saying? But on the compound, people are doing that shit for free, you know, and just, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about making money, and that's all it is. So basically, find you a hustle. Knock on wood that no one goes to prison. Find you a hustle, man, and you just stick with it, man. Like, it hurts when no one's sending you money. It hurts when no one's there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that they ain't, you know, supporting you, what you got going on. They ain't taking care of you while you're gone. It makes you feel like, you know, no one on the streets loves you. But there's so many hustles in prison that you should be good. As long as you ain't lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when them people bring that chicken back, some dudes will be wrapped up with saran wrap. There'll be bombs all on them of different bags, and they'll be wrapped up with saran wrap. And it ain't just chicken, but chicken's the high commodity. Everybody wants that. It'll be a patty. It could be a bomb of fried rice. It can be hot dog sandwiches. It could be anything it is. And they literally smuggle it from the kitchen and wrap up in saran wrap and come back to the dorm. We call it the lunch truck. Dude that slept next to me worked in the kitchen. He was the lunch truck. And he already knew when he came back to my dorm, he came dead ass into my cut. He'd walk straight to my cut, take his shirt off, and I'd rip that shit off of him. All the bombs would fall on the ground, like 25, 30 different bombs. It could be cut up pieces of potato, because they potato you to death in prison. It could be cut up pieces of potato and they fry them so it's like French fries. You know, anything. There's just so much different shit. It all depends. So he'd come straight to my cut, and I sometimes you gotta like cut it off of them, or you can rip it off of them. In the kitchen, they literally put it there, and they make someone run around them with the roll of saran wrap, you know, to wrap them up. And they do that so when they walk by the officers, they don't know if they're cocky or not. It just, they don't know them bombs are there. And literally, he would come there and he would drop that shit all on the floor, everything right here, and I'd literally grab like 3 sandwiches, you know what I'm saying, 2 things of potatoes, a bomb of rice. You know, and whoever my dogs is, they would do the same thing. We like got first dibs on it. We like let them know, like, look, when you come in here, bro, you feel me, bro? You come straight to our cut and take that shit and let's get it in. You feel me? You feel me? We gonna bless you. You didn't have to worry about chow, because that's when I was booming Tunchi. See what I'm saying? And another thing that is another hustle is any type of cream or ointment or anything, hemorrhoid cream, or, you know, hydrocortisone or Visine, or anything that people get from the nurse. There will be people walking around trying to sell it. You'll know certain people, you'll be like, oh, that's the dude that sells all the, and you'll be able to holler, hey, old school, check me out. What's up? Hey, man, I need some hemorrhoid cream, bitch, so I can rub it on my new tattoos. Because a lot of people don't know, but that's a good cream to use for fresh tats. So, oh, I got you. I'll be back over here later. All right. Or, you know, for white people, we get sunburn. You know, so a lot of people will be selling sunblock. See what I'm saying? And then white people will buy that shit. Like, oh, yeah, I need that. Because you get baked when you're out there on that rec yard. So you got people that sell shit like that. You know, that's his hustle. You know, you have people that walk around with fuck books, which are, you know, sex magazines. Playboy, what's the other one? Playboy, Straight Stunting, you know, and they're females, and it's fuck magazines, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. They walk around, they go from dorm to dorm and pull them out, you know, and that's it. And them shits sell. You can sell them anywhere from $4 to $18, like literally. Like that's what they go for. But the Straight Stunting, some people charge $25 for them, you know, and that's for the people that like to do their thing, you know. That's a hustle. Another hustle, which is a main hustle, that I should have like mentioned when I mentioned tobacco and the Tunchi, is coffee. Believe it or not, coffee is a hustle that a lot of people do. And what they do is you pay $5 for a bag of coffee. Billy Brew is what it was when I was in there. You pay $5 for a bag of coffee. And then you get you some gloves and you fill the fingers up. You fill the fingers up. You like put a little bit in each finger, tie it in a knot. You know what I'm saying? Each finger people sell for a soup or $1. You see what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So it's like you paid $5, you're going to get maybe 20 fingers to 25 fingers. So for $1, you just made $25 when you paid $5. So you made a $20 profit. And there's people that do this constantly. They'll be known in the dorm as the guy with coffee. See, that's a hustle. You know, you ain't gotta, you want to eat, get off your ass and find a hustle. You know, when I was at Calhoun, they had this Chico dude. His hustle was making people's beds. Believe it or not. You know, like, not on no put down shit, but it was like, literally, you give him a soup, he will make your bed. Dead ass, like make your bed. And it got to the point to where people's hustles to get coffee. So you got people early in the morning walking around with a cup in their hand. They want coffee so bad, they'll make your bed. You know, shit like that. Like there's so many different hustles to do that it would make no sense to go to prison and not come home with a PayPal account with some money in it. Those that know me that was locked up with me, they know, like I got a car and a truck while I was in prison. My car and my truck I got while I was in prison. That's simple. And came home with almost 10 racks. You see, everything's a hustle. I didn't just lay down. You know, I could have came home with more, but I was more worried about footage. I kept going to confinement. Anytime I got knocked off my hustle, and it had something to do with KFROG TV. I had a name. Once you make a name, it's kind of hard to police know what time it is. You feel me? But for the most part, anything in prison is a hustle. Get off your ass and go get it. The one other thing I'm going to say, though, is since everything's a hustle, everyone's knocking everyone's hustle. And everyone's on everybody's toes. Everybody's trying to step on everybody's toes. You know, but it's such a daily routine thing and such a schedule that you could be at one camp and get shipped to another camp. And as soon as you walk in, you can ask someone, hey, who sells coffee in here? They're going to tell you, oh, bro, over there. Or you could be like, oh, what's up, bro? What a tunchi? Oh, over there. Like, it's already to where it's mandatory. Everybody is known for their hustle. You got people, if you're in a 2-man cell, that will clean your room for you for a soup. Every time it's cleanup day, they will literally come clean your room for a soup. So there's like so many different ways of getting money that I feel like if someone went to prison and laid down and did like a bid and came home with nothing. I mean, if they had a short little bid, yeah, stay out the way, lay down. It is what it is. If you got a good support system, you cool then, do that. But it's always a better feeling when you just gave them that time to come home with something to show for it other than missed time. You know, show for it, whatever it is. You feel me? People sell shoes. Like when you order shoes from the packages, you can only order them once every 4 months. The package comes around like seasonal, like winter package, then summer and all that stuff. When you buy your first pair of shoes, say I bought a pair of white Reeboks. But I want now in 4 months I want to order another pair of white Reeboks. You got to return an old pair of white Reeboks to get them. It ain't like they just will give you another one. No, it ain't like that. You got to return your old pair for a new pair. You know, you have people that walk around package time selling old shoes. Does anybody need an old pair? And you might be like, damn, dog, I do need it because 5 years ago I ordered a pair of New Balances. And they got knocked off when I went to the box. They got stolen out of my property or something like that. You never know what happens to where you didn't have an old pair to return, so you couldn't order no more shoes. Now you're trying to put the package in this person's name, and then you're going to have to worry about him checking in with your shit, you know? So everything is a hustle. Everything. You have people every single day that don't even work in the kitchen, that grab a hairnet real quick and go in the kitchen and whip up and cook shit and come back to the dorm and sell it. Like they don't even work in the kitchen. But they, you know, there's a hustle. They're hustling. They're out there trying to get it. People, the most rawest people I haven't seen that make cards. They make cards. They make different little quilts. They make all types of shit for you to send to your family. Raw ass, like, pop-out cards. You know, that's a hustle. They'll charge They'll charge you $5 to $7. You open that card, will look so wrong, graphics with whatever you want and set on there. When you open it, it'll be a pop-out card. And get up and like, if it's for your girl, you open it up and that shit'll go swoo, swoo, swoo. All the hearts will pop out and everything. You know, you're trying to keep your girlfriend happy from behind the wall. You're gonna buy something like that. You know, you have store men that are in each dorm. Them store men will load up on things and they'll front you 2 for 1. They want double back. That's their hustle. I give you 2 suits now, I want 4 back. I give you 3 bags of chips, I want 6 back. I give you 2 packs of batteries, I want 4 packs back. That's their hustle. You see what I'm saying? I even had someone that was at Charlotte that had a Bic lighter. This was, check this out. He had a Bic lighter. I had lighters, my bid too and all that. I got videos that show it all on KFROG TV and everything. I had lighters and all. But this one dude used his lighter as a hustle. Literally, he went around and charged everyone a soup that wanted a spark. If not, you're going to be over there burning your fingers with that Brillo and battery trying to spark it. For a soup, I'll give you a light. That's it. 1 flame. That's it. And they spark. Let me get that soup. Never want to hear anybody that's in prison, you know, feel like they're going through it. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can go through it. You're in prison. But what I mean by going through it is acting like they starving. They can't get food. Or acting like they want to smoke, but they ain't got money for, you know, tobacco and all that. There's always a way, no matter what it is. Like, literally, the people that work in the barbershop, that's their job as barbers. There's a whole long line standing out there in front and in the sun. 3 in the barbershop at a time. 1 to a chair. 1 standing up, shaving himself through the mirror. There shouldn't be more than 4 inmates that are getting cuts in there. You could skip that whole line if you're paying the barber $1 or $2. Like, they'll literally take someone in. You'll be standing out there in line for 2 hours out there in the sun. All of a sudden, see someone walk right in. And then when you go in there, he's in the chair before you because he was paying. He bought the barber lunch. That's the thing. Yeah, bro, just get me a cheeseburger and a Coke. Feel me? That's $3. Cheeseburger and a Coke. So he just paid that man $3 to put, and then he's going to tell everyone that's in line, oh, bro already reserved. Bro already reserved. That's their hustle. People sell shanks, make shanks and bangers and sell them too. You know what I'm saying? Sell pieces of metal. They sell them sometimes sharpened, sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? They'll come up to you with some raw ass things like these. See? These are pokers. These are handmade pokers. They'll come up to you with some raw ass things like these. They're known for, like, they'll walk in the dorm, go from dorm to dorm with a shitload of metal or plexiglass on them, and they will be in there talking about, what's up? This is what I'm doing. They'll walk up to that gang over there in the corner, sell 3 knives to them, $12 a piece. And then they'll go on the other side of the dorm to a whole nother gang, $12 a piece. Same shit. Them are going to be the same knives them 2 gangs are putting in each other. You know, some people get flipped and stomped like that because it's like you sold, my brother got wet up, man. You sold him that knife. You sold the knife to the dude that wet my brother up. See, so you just got to make sure when you follow your hustle, make sure it's the right hustle. Radio men. I can't even believe I didn't even remember that. Radio men. People that fix radios, you know. Okay, for instance, I got my iPhone headphones right here, right? The main thing that goes out on a pair of headphones is the jack, which is right here, the part that plugs in to your MP or whatever it is you has. The jack goes out to where you got to turn it and it goes in and out on your headphone. Them dudes take that shit apart and put that shit together, like for real. You know, like dead ass, like them boys, they're known for that in the county jail too. But up the road, they're sick with it. Like my MP, I have an MP4. I had the tattoo man chisel KFROG on the back of it. It says KFROG front line chiseled on the back of my MP4 that I had in prison. Literally, like they tattooed it with a tattoo gun on the back of the plastic of the actual MP4. There's so many hustles that no one should be coming home from prison broke. Because I done seen some things in prison more than I've seen on the streets. You know, look at Xanax. On the streets, they go for $3 a pop. In the chain gang, it's 3 for $25. You know, look at the difference. There's always a way of making money. Whether you do it the illegal way, you know what I'm saying? You can do it the right way also. Like I said, there's so many different things, you know. People like the laundrymen. The people that work in laundry. Everyone throws all their laundry in one cart. The whole dorm throws all their laundry bags in one cart. Man, you pay that laundryman a bag of coffee a month, he will personal wash your shit. It's called personal wash, which means your bag doesn't go in with the other 80 people's bags. Your bag gets thrown in the washer and dryer by itself. A personal wash. Because sometimes when you got whites and shit, you send that shit to the damn laundry. When it comes back, it ain't really white no more. That shit looked all gray and beige looking and shit from mixing with everyone else's. And that personal wash, your shit come back white every time. You know? They don't even, check this out. They don't even give out the blues no more that are like pants with pockets and belt buckles. It's like scrubs now. Now it's scrubs. They're stretchy. Before they had pants that were like Dickie pants with a belt buckle. Man, you go in there, you pay $8 to $10 and get you a clean, brand new set made. You could get it made. Anything you want in prison, you can get a hold of. There's someone in there that is, you know, flipping it and can orchestrate it and make it happen. You know, and that's what it is. So, the message of the day on this one is about these main hustles in prison. Everything's a hustle. Everything. You feel me? So, people that do these sentences shouldn't come home with nothing. There's always hustles. Whether you're hustling for money to eat, or whether you're hustling for money to save on an outside account, or if you're hustling to send your family money. You know, at one point I was getting pictures sent in of everyone's females they were obsessed about. All the different females actors, Nicki Minaj, Megan Good, Trina, all these different little bad little people, like these girls they all want. I would literally, you know what I'm saying? I would sell pictures. I would get pictures sent in. And everyone knew it too. When the manila envelope was coming, they were like, boy, there goes a duffel, boy. And then they'd look and they'd all surround me. And I'd be like, nah, this one's yours, this one's yours. Like charging them. Like, I'd look in there and be like, oh yeah, here's your 5 pictures. Oh, here's your 5 pictures. You know, like making a killing. Anything is a hustle. You can even sell 3-ways on the blue phone. You're not supposed to do 3-ways. Sometimes they can detect you. But you can literally charge them $3 a 3-way. $3. And you let them talk for 15 minutes. On a cell phone, when someone wants to use the cell phone for 15 minutes, you charge them a pack of batteries. You tell them, yeah, bro, I'll give you 15 minutes for a pack of batteries, because that's what you need to charge the phone. That's $3. If they ain't got a pack of batteries, then it's like, all right, let me get $3. I got you 15 minutes for $3. So just imagine that. All the times I had a jack and I let people get on there, boom, some days I was reeling in $75, $80. Just in canteen. Just, yeah, come on. Oh, I got these 3 people in line, then you next. Oh, this one here. Like making a killing just to let these people get a hold of their family. You know, then they be like, oh, what you going to charge me to FaceTime? Or what you going to charge me to go back here, you know, and hang out with my old lady on FaceTime IMO app. And I would be like, you know, that shit costs more. You feel me? Because it's all about data. In prison, you're focused on your data on a cell phone. Out here, you don't focus on that. But in there, you got to buy data cards and shit like that and add data to your shit. You feel me? So it's like videos and FaceTime kill a lot of data. You feel me? But you could charge someone, you know, I give 30 minutes on there, you feel me, for $10. For $10, I give you 30 minutes on FaceTime. You know, and then you stack up so much money, and then that's when you wheel and deal, and you get people on the streets that do fuck with you. Or, since you got a PayPal account, you just order your own data cards from your phone through the internet. See what I'm saying? There's so many different hustles, so many things to do. So, I pray no one goes to prison, because that ain't what my message is about. Go to prison and do this. But ain't no one talking about the hustles that are going on now. And I done seen some hustling motherfuckers. You feel me? But anyways, man, this KFROG. I appreciate y'all watching this video. And until next time, man, you already know this frog.